Welcome back to B&B for Phone. Today is a beautiful day to dive into some incredibly juicy drama straight from Los Angeles. We have so much to discuss regarding our favorite fashion families, and the tension is thicker than ever. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and prepare yourselves, because the latest developments are absolutely explosive. Let's get right into the massive spoiler that has everyone talking today. We are looking at a monumental confrontation on the horizon, one that involves Forrester, Brooke Logan, and the architect of all this recent chaos, Hope Logan. Based on the latest whispers and the chaotic trajectory of the storyline we just witnessed, Ridge is about to demand that Brooke kick Hope and Liam Spencer off the Logan property entirely. That's crazy. After discovering the absolute truth about what Hope has been doing behind their backs, Ridge is pushed past his breaking point. He is furious, and a massive argument is going to erupt between him and Brooke. But here's the surprise. Ridge doesn't just yell and storm out like he usually does. He issues a devastating ultimatum. He forces Brooke to make the ultimate choice. It is either him or it is Hope. To fully grasp how we arrived at this explosive boiling point, we have to look at the sheer audacity of Hope's recent actions. We all know that Hope recently orchestrated a massive corporate coup at Forrester Creations. Instead of listening to Liam and leaving to join Katie's new Logan fashion house, Hope decided to play a much darker, much more manipulative game. She used her own mother, urging Brooke to make a seductive, irresistible offer to Ridge to steal the co-CEO position right out from under Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Ridge, being the weak-willed man he often is when it comes to Brooke's advances, actually agreed to consider the swap. But the truth always comes out in daytime television. Once Ridge realizes that this entire power play was Hope's malicious brainchild, the fallout is going to be absolutely catastrophic. Let's be honest. Ridge has always had a massive blind spot when it comes to Brooke, but his protective instincts over his daughter Steffy are fierce and unyielding. When he realizes that Hope used Brooke as a pawn to destroy Steffy's career, his psychology shifts from a conflicted lover to a ruthless, defending patriarch. In Ridge's mind, Hope is no longer the sweet, innocent girl who grew up on his estate. She is a traitor. He views her as a disloyal opportunist who simply doesn't belong at Forrester Creations or in his home. Can you believe it? The man who has played a father figure to her for decades is now ready to throw her out on the street. Ridge's demand to evict Hope and Liam from the cabin on the Logan estate is driven by a deep sense of personal violation. He cannot stomach the idea of sitting across from Hope at breakfast or sharing family dinners knowing she is actively plotting the downfall of his flesh and blood. And what about Hope? Amazing. The evolution of Hope Logan is truly something to behold. We are witnessing the birth of one of the most compelling successor characters in the history of the show. For years, Hope was the perpetual victim, the martyr, the one who always took the high road while Steffy got her hands dirty. But not anymore. Hope has transformed into a strategic, cold, and calculating woman who will stop at nothing to protect Hope for the future. This isn't just about fashion anymore. This is about legacy, ego, and survival. However, her fatal flaw is her blinding arrogance. She assumed she could manipulate the chessboard without getting caught. She severely underestimated Ridge's intelligence and his unwavering loyalty to Steffy. Hope's psychological state is one of desperation masked as empowerment. She thought she was securing her empire, but instead, she has alienated the very people she relies on for shelter and support. And you won't believe what happens next. Ridge drops the ultimate bomb on Brooke. Me or her. This is a classic soap opera trope, but it hits so incredibly hard here because of the deep, complicated history involved. For decades, Brooke has fiercely defended her children, often at the expense of her own marriages and reputation. Whenever Ridge and Hope clashed in the past, Brooke would blindly take Hope's side, leading to endless breakups and tearful reunions. But this time, the dynamic is entirely different. The suspense is killing me because Brooke is actually caught in a legitimate, heartbreaking moral dilemma. She isn't just defending a simple mistake, she is dealing with a daughter who manipulated her on a profound level. Brooke's psychological profile in this scenario is utterly fascinating. She made that seductive offer to Ridge because she genuinely wanted to protect her daughter's fashion line, but she likely didn't realize the full, toxic extent of Hope's calculated venom towards Steffy. When Ridge lays out the cold, hard facts of the betrayal, Brooke is going to feel an overwhelming sense of devastation. Her own daughter used her romance, her marriage, and her vulnerability as a weapon in a corporate war. That is a tough pill for any mother to swallow, because Brooke feels so incredibly used and betrayed by Hope's coup. There is a very real possibility that she will actually side with Ridge. Yes, you heard that right. Brooke Logan might actually agree to kick her own daughter off the property. Now, let's bring Liam Spencer into this messy equation. Poor Liam, right? Well, maybe not. I have a love-hate relationship with Liam, but you have to admit, he is getting dragged into a nightmare that he actively tried to prevent. Liam has been begging Hope to leave Forrester Creations for weeks. He saw the writing on the wall. He knew that staying under Steffy's thumb or trying to overthrow her would lead to absolute disaster. He wanted Hope to jump ship to Katie's new fashion house and start fresh. But Hope stubbornly refused. Now, because of Hope's reckless coup, Liam is facing eviction from his own home. Imagine the psychological toll on Liam right now. He is watching his partner spiral into a manipulative villain, and he is paying the heavy price for her sins. The tension between Hope and Liam is going to skyrocket when they are forced to pack their bags. For a while, we have been dealing with a rather slow-paced plot regarding the corporate structure at Forrester Creations. It felt like endless boardroom meetings and repetitive arguments over budgets. But this twist? This changes everything. The writers are finally injecting some high-stakes, real-world consequences into the narrative. If Ridge successfully forces Brooke to evict Hope, the physical separation will perfectly mirror the emotional destruction of the family. The cabin on the Logan estate has always been a safe haven for Hope and Liam, a symbol of their enduring love story. Stripping them of that sanctuary is a brilliant narrative move that forces these legacy characters entirely out of their comfort zones. Let's dive into some fan theories, because the B&B for Phone community is already buzzing with wild predictions. If Hope is thrown off the Logan property, where does she go? Many fans believe this is the exact catalyst that will finally push Hope into Katie's waiting arms. Think about it. Katie is already trying to lure Hope away to her new Logan company, and Donna is terrified that it will start a massive family feud. Well, the feud is already here. If Brooke kicks Hope out, Hope will be fueled by pure spite and vengeance. She won't just join Katie's company. She will make it her life's mission to utterly destroy Forrester Creations. We are looking at a full-blown Logan versus Forrester war, but this time the family lines are completely blurred. Brooke is on the Forrester side with Ridge, while Katie and Hope lead the ruthless Logan rebellion. We also cannot ignore Steffy's role in this impending explosion. Right now, Steffy is busy dealing with the chaotic fallout of Ivy's intercepted letter and the whole Elektra and Will drama. She currently has no idea that Brooke and Hope were plotting to steal her co-CEO chair in the middle of the night. When Ridge inevitably tells Steffy what her stepmother and stepsister tried to do, Steffy is going to absolutely lose her mind. The historical rivalry between Steffy and Hope is going to reach levels of toxicity we haven't seen in years. Steffy will demand that Hope be fired immediately, and this time, Ridge won't stand in her way. Hope is going to lose her home, her job, and potentially her mother all in one fell swoop. Sometimes, when a character undergoes such a massive personality shift, fans wonder if the writers are writing the character into an impossible corner or preparing for replacement actors. But I honestly believe this is just incredible, raw character development. Hope is shedding her innocent, angelic exterior and fully embracing the ruthless legacy of the cutthroat business world. She is acting more like her grandfather Massimo Marone or the legendary Steffy Forrester than a traditional Logan. It is a brilliant set of plot twists that redefines exactly who she is. But actions have severe consequences, and Ridge is delivering the ultimate punishment. Picture the upcoming scene. The main house of the Logan estate, Ridge standing tall, his voice echoing through the living room as he lists Hope's unforgivable crimes. Brooke, tears streaming down her face, violently torn between the man she loves and the daughter she birthed. Hope, standing defiant, refusing to apologize for trying to secure her own future. The emotional weight of this confrontation is going to be Emmy-worthy. Ridge's ultimatum, me or her, is not just about living arrangements. It is a brutal test of Brooke's loyalty. Who does she value more? Her husband's trust or her daughter's ambition? Personally, I am entirely on Ridge's side here, and I never thought I would say that. Hope brought this entirely upon herself. She got greedy. She got arrogant. She thought she could play puppet master with her own mother's marriage, and she deserves to face the music. I love seeing this darker, edgier side of Hope, but I also love seeing her get caught in her own trap. It makes for phenomenal television. Brooke needs to stand by Ridge on this one. If she enables Hope's toxic behavior now, she is just as guilty of the betrayal. Evicting Hope might be the exact tough love that she desperately needs to snap out of this villainous phase. So, what do you guys think? Will Brooke actually follow through and kick Hope and Liam off the property? Will Hope take her revenge by joining forces with Katie to destroy Forrester Creations? The drama is heating up, and we are here for every single second of it. Let me know all of your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in to B and B for Phone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on all the juicy Los Angeles drama. Until next time, stay safe and keep watching.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.